Hi there. Thanks for watching my views and news. Three news stories. Firstly, an alarming video from Somalia. Video is a few days old, but the video is so objectionable and offensive that I cannot show you. But I want to share the contents of this video showing how uh, concerning the situation in Somalia is in terms of dispute between the federal government and a regional government about Ethiopian military presence in Somalia. Secondly, Birr, Ethiopian currency, Birr is again losing against dollar. Birr is falling against US dollar in black market, and reportedly banks are also overcharging those who are buying dollars at banks. And lastly, Werede rejected a claim made by Debretsion TPLF chairman. Tadesse Werede is head of security of Tigray. Let's start from Somalia, viewers. We know I did a video earlier today. I told you about the ongoing dispute between the federal government of Somalia, led by President Hassan Sheikh, and Southwest State Regional Government, led by President Abdiaziz Laftagarin. The dispute is about Ethiopian military presence. Southwest State is opposed to the withdrawal of Ethiopian troops from Southwest State. It opposes the entry of Egyptian troops. Hamza Birr, Somalia's PM, visited Somali Southwest State 2 days ago. Talks were held. No agreement could be reached. And then today we saw that flights from Mogadishu to Bedoa, main city in Southwest State, were suspended for a few hours. Later, flights resumed. And we heard reports about conflict at Bravo Airport too, where federal forces were being brought. It could not be confirmed. So tension there. Meanwhile, a video is in circulation showing a senior Somalia's federal government official talking about those who protested in Southwest State a few days ago. A few days ago in Southwest State, in Bakul, I think, people protested. They protested in support of Ethiopian troops. They protested against the deployment of Egyptian military. And then some federal MPs from Southwest State also spoke in support of the presence of Ethiopian military in Southwest State. Bashir Malin is Director General of Ethiopian Ministry of Transport. A clip of Bashir Malin is in circulation, which is very offensive. I cannot show you. Bashir can be heard lashing out at those people who protested in Southwest State. And the language he uses is very provocative and racist. He calls the protesters who protested in Southwest State Somalis, people of Somalia, citizens of Somalia. He calls them illegitimate children of Ethiopian peacekeepers. He severely criticized Rahanwain community, which resides in Southwest Regional State. He said that these people are committing a treason. They should be punished. They should be held accountable. He used other racist words against those who protested in Southwest State. And he called them non-Somali. He said Ethiopia is an existential threat to Somalia. Those who are supporting Ethiopia are enemies of Somalia. I think I should not say more on that. You can decide what is the situation, in Somalia in terms of public reaction to the likely expulsion of Ethiopian troops. I'm not saying that entire Somalia is supportive of Ethiopian military presence, but border states are supportive of Ethiopian military presence. Why? Because Ethiopian military has been there for years. It has developed ties. Maybe it backs elders, government officials too. Yes, it protected the locals from Al-Shabaab too. And I think federal government was always second to come to the regional states to protect them. Ethiopian forces were always first because they are there. So they protected the regional states from Al-Shabaab. That is, they're protesting. But federal government wants immediate, complete expulsion of Ethiopian troops. I think the federal government should handle this issue very responsibly. Ethiopia is activating its assets, its loyalists in Somalia. Ethiopia would like to create divisions in Somalia to stop the expulsion of Ethiopian troops and to stop the deployment of Egyptian troops. So Hassan Sheikh will have to handle this issue in a very responsible manner. Use of force could backfire, I think. Secondly, viewers, Ethiopian currency Birr is losing more value. Birr was 57 against dollar last month, around 2 months ago. That was its official exchange rate. But in black market, it was around 120 Birr per dollar. Then PM Abiy introduced macroeconomic reforms and he linked currency exchange rates to open market. Birr lost considerable value and it lost more than 100% of its value. The government wanted to close the gap between black market and open market. So now the official exchange rate released by CBE on Tuesday was 124. On Monday it was 120. On Tuesday it was 124. 124 Birr per dollar. But black market again ahead. In black market today, dollar was sold at 132 Birr per dollar. Black market was around 120, or it is around 132. Why is that the black market and open market gap is still widening, you can say? Problem is that Ethiopian banks are violating some laws regarding selling of dollars. Reportedly, they are selling dollars at higher prices higher than they release as their exchange rates. For example, if you go to a bank to buy dollars, their official exchange rate would be 120, 122, but they would say that you'll have to pay 125, 126. This is what is happening. And then people prefer black market because there is no need of any documents to be given there. So perhaps exchange there is easier than in banks. That is why black market still flourishing. It could not be completely killed by the new macroeconomic reforms. Lastly was General Tadesse Werede rejected Debretsion Mikhail's claim in an interview. I had a video on this interview this morning. I said I'll cover more of this interview. Tadesse Werede responded to a claim made by TPLF chairman Debretsion Mikhail. 2 days ago, an interview with Debretsion Mikhail said that Tigray interim government of Getachew had released 400 END of soldiers who were involved in acts of genocide against the people of Tigray. So he accused Getachew and his government of collaborating with the genociders. Tadesse Werede is head of security. Obviously, no one can be released without his orders. So he defended this decision in the interview which he gave around 24 hours ago. Tadesse Werede said that The release of ENDF soldiers was part of a prisoner swap agreement. Ethiopian government also released dozens of more than 100 Tigrinya-speaking ENDF members. So Tigray released ENDF soldiers maybe involved in serious crimes, and federal government released Tigrinya-speaking ENDF soldiers who had also been punished by some courts reportedly, and some had been prosecuted, and they had been awarded prison terms. So it was basically a prisoner swap agreement. Tadesse Werede is defending the decision of the release of ENDF soldiers, disagreeing with the narrative being built by Debretsion that Tigray government released genociders, and Tigray government is collaborating with the federal government of Ethiopia by releasing those who committed acts of genocide against Tigrayans. Thanks for watching.